I've got 5 people who are going to join me to delve into today's topic, which is youth in politics, making informed choices for Ghana's future. So I'm going to give you a brief background on the number of youth and also what the youth entails. So Ghana has a youthful population with its young people aged 18 to 35. That's 58% and over 62% of the voting population in the 2012 and 2016 general elections. Available stats show that an overwhelming 73.7% of the population fall below the age 35. I'm fair to say the Gen Z population. Research by Youth Bridge Foundation shows the youth participation only 13. So in Parliament, in Ghana's Parliament, we have only 13 youth age 21 to 35 who are in Parliament. So when you go to Ghana's Parliament today, you're going to find just 13 youth age between 21 and 35, which is making up of 5 female and 8. So we have only 13 youth in Ghana's Parliament. That is not, that's 4.7%. We have 275 seats in Ghana's 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic. So if we are having about 4.7%, that's not encouraging. So we're going to go straight into today's topic. Here with me, my panelists, Ventz, Wachi, Ventz, if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Unfortunately, I have power outage, so my video can't be on this evening.
All right, that's fair. And also we have Ebenezer Nyaku. Ebenezer Nyaku. Okay, Divine Septo. Divine.
Yeah, I hope you can hear me.
Yes. Ebenezer Korte.
Hello.
Okay, hi, Ebenezer. And also we have Mumu Nimushin. So those are my 5 panelists that are going to be with me. And I'm your host, Ellen. So we're going to have to go straight into our topic for today. That's youth in politics and making informed decisions. Tomorrow is going to be the 7th of December, and Ghana is going to decide. Elections will start tomorrow at 7 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. tomorrow at all polling stations across the country. Okay, so quickly, I will start with Ventz. Ventz, if you can hear me. I want to, Ventz.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, sure. Now, tomorrow is going to be Ghana's big decision day. It's going to be Ghana's deciding day. As youth or as a youth, okay, we have 2 major political parties. That's the National Democratic Congress, and also we have the New Patriotic Party. These are the 2 major political parties that are going to be facing each other. We have a vice president that is on the ticket of the NPP, and also we have a former president that is also on the ticket of the NDC, who are going to face tomorrow. And Ghanaians, both the young, the old, of voting age, who have been registered, will be part of deciding who becomes Ghana's next president. So I want to ask, what's your message to undecided voters?
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here again. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay, all right. So the issue of people or voters being undecisive, well, I've been there, and I'll say this election is going to be my second, actually. My first, I didn't get a lot of information and education, but I think this time round, I have sat down, I have made my research, looking at the promises from, like you said, we have two major political parties. That's the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress, right? So I am actually going in for one of these two, definitely. But then I'm letting their promises inform me what I think it's going to do for not just me, but for other youth as well. So I think for people who have not decided yet, the main thing is to look out for the promises. Let me not just say promises, but the projects and visions of the various parties. Let that lead them to make an informed decision, because you wouldn't want to do something that you regret later, and that would, I mean, bring a whole lot of consequences on the youth. As like you said, or rightly said, Ghana has a youthful population, so it's very crucial that the youth has something. They have projects and programs that will help them to grow in the future, or help them to also help the country. So yes, that's what I think I can say for all undecisive voters out there.
All right, thank you very much, Bernice. So your message is that your first voting you didn't get enough information,
That's
so
right.
you didn't make the right decision probably.
Yes, yes,
But you're telling them that this time around you're convinced.
yes,
Okay.
yes. I've sat down to go through the project, the programs from each party, and I know what is going to help me, not just me, other youth. So yes, I think that's what I'm going for.
Okay. Okay. So one particular party has appealed to you and your conscience that I'm the
That's
right.
right.
All
That's
right, sure.
right.
Thank you very much, Bernice. So, if Ebenezer Nyakuni, your question is, what would you tell someone who believes all the parties are the same, so they win votes? There are people who say, as for me, I'm not voting because all the parties are the same. I saw a video trending where the woman was telling some a particular party that was campaigning that I'm not going to vote. All of you are the same. What will you tell someone like that? Someone who believes all the parties are the same.
Okay, good evening once again. Thank you very much for this question. Well, what I would say to people who are not going to take part in this election is that, when you don't take part in the election and then things go wrong, you shouldn't blame any government, right? You should rather blame yourself because you didn't take part in the decision making, right? So I would tell them to rechange their mind and then take part in the election. It's not too late. Yeah, they still have time to decide and then probably choose one of the two parties and then vote for. They need to think about their future and then that of their children and decide. Yeah,
All right,
that
thank
is
you
what
very
I can say.
much. Yeah. If Divine can hear me, Divine, what strategy do you think to choose? Do you think that a candidate to vote for, a strategy to choose a candidate? What strategy? The best strategy to choose a candidate to vote for. What is the best?
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. For the strategy, it's kind of
Ebenezer,
depend on.
you are audible. If you could come on video, thank you.
Can you hear me? Is my voice clear enough?
Pardon? I didn't get
Can
that.
you hear me? Is my voice audible enough?
Yes, your voice is audible, but your face, if you can turn on your video.
Okay.
Thank you very
Hope it's
much.
on now. Okay.
Yes.
So with the strategy, it's kind of depend on who you actually want. It's kind of depend on you yourself. With the strategy, it depends on the work you do, what you do, and which political party you think has the mandate to be able to provide you all you need to be able to live the life you want to live. So with the strategy, there is no kind of predefined strategy, but it kind of depends on what you want and which political party you think is able to provide what you want. So there is no predefined strategy there. If you look at the various political parties, we have almost 13 parties going into this election. We'd have to look carefully at each of the political parties, the manifestos they provided, and which of them you think sit well with you. So you would have to choose between them based on what you do and the political party you trust to be able to help you achieve what you want. So
Okay,
it's kind of counterintuitive, but you would have to decide on it.
okay. Thank you very much, Divine. Thank you for that. I'll go quickly to Ebenezer. Ebenezer. I can see that Fatima has joined us. Thank you very much. Welcome, Fatima, for joining us. Ebenezer Korte, if you can hear me, your question is, okay, the Electoral Commission, the Electoral Commission's credibility is kind of on a low, considering its historic. Since I started voting, or let me say from Afarijan to Mrs. Charlotte Osei, now to Jemensa, there are a lot of controversies surrounding the Electoral Commission, and also some parties that are saying they are not being fair, they are not being free, they are putting up a lot of things. How do you feel? How do you feel about their credibility being on the low, considering Ghana's electoral process over the years? Ebenezer, if you can hear me.
Okay, I would say to ensure that this election is free and fair, they had to put measures in place to ensure that no one is found at fault, because this.
How do you feel about the Electoral Commission, their credibility being at a historic low, with concerns over its ability to conduct free and fair elections, especially amidst allegations of voter roll tampering and past controversies? What do you feel? How do you feel about the Electoral Commission?
Okay, I feel if the Electoral Commission's credibility is low, it could potentially impact the public's trust in the election process and the results. And a low level of credibility in the Electoral Commission could lead to concerns about the fairness and transparency of the election process, which could lead to lack of confidence in the results, regardless of who wins, and might cause commotions here and there in the country.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Fatima, I think Fatima is live with us now.
Yes, I am. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Fatima, and thank you for joining us. I think I will ask you the same question that I asked Ebenezer about how the Electoral Commission have a low credibility, and also considering a lot of things that are going on now, the special voting that was supposed to be conducted on Monday, a lot of the security services and those special voters didn't participate in the Eastern and Western region. So how do you feel about the Electoral Commission's credibility?
So for recently, I think they have been doing a very good job when it comes to organizing elections. And I think on the part of these workers who are not able to participate in the elections is because they are not given free time to actually go and vote. And when you take nurses as an example, they don't have holidays, and they should have been also given the opportunity to also take part in this special voting. But they can't leave patients, and they are not given time to go and take part in this special voting as well. But I think the Electoral Commission is actually doing a great job when it comes to organizing these elections and stuff.
Okay, thank you very much. So I will still let you answer a particular question. What specific step can communities take to promote peace during this election period? What do you think our communities or opinion leaders can take during this period? What can they do during this election period? Since we are going to the polls tomorrow, do you think the steps that they can take or steps that should be used to guide them?
Yes, I think first of all, the youth or community should be educated on the need for peace, for the need for peace during these elections, and also like mentorship programs should also be conducted for the youth to educate them more on this on the need for peaceful election and unity during elections.
So those are some of the steps that you think the communities should take to promote peace during this election?
Yes, I think education is one, creating awareness also for the need for peace.